So hi, welcome to IELTS Augie. And lately I came across this YouTube star who teaches IELTS, and I actually got to see that there was this video where he guaranteed that you would get band 9 for the essay he was writing. And there were so many students sitting in front of him, and there were actually many views on the video. So there were many students learning through the online mode also. First of all, I want to clear this out. I'm not against anyone. I do not have any personal grudges, or I do not have any kind of propaganda and that is running or something. The thing is that when you are on a public platform, you're affecting people, and I've been affected badly. No, and it's not about not making mistakes. I make mistakes. I repeat it. I make mistakes. I make mistakes. I make mistakes, and mistakes are fine. The thing is that if you're not able to change your mistakes in 8 9 years, then you are not working on them, first of all. And how you get to know that you're making mistakes? By testing yourself, which these guys don't do. I don't know why. After that, as in, while I was going through that video, first I posted a comment, then I deleted it because I don't think there's any use in regard to that. So and the thing is that I actually was seeing that video, and there was this guarantee of getting a band 9, guarantee for getting a band 9 for that essay, when that essay had no punctuation. And I don't know what that person had in his mind and what that person was doing. I can't reveal the name, of course. And how can you be such an irresponsible person, that and that to a teacher? I don't say I'm a perfect teacher. I am actually ashamed of some of my works, as in, okay, I've taught about 49 students now, and some of them have gotten band 8, some of them have gotten band 7 or something. Like 32 are, I guess, band 7 plus, and 10 are, I think, band 6 plus, and 7 have failed, and I take responsibility for them. As in, it's not, and especially there was this student, Anmol, Anmoldeep Kaur, and for that I actually am very guilty, because I think she was hardworking. There was something lacking from my side, maybe, that she was not able to pass the test. And there have been some, no, there has been a very good student, Mansajan, and he was not able to pass the test also. So that's okay. We make mistakes, and I take responsibility for my failures. But if you see the success ratio, then it's quite fascinating. Then after that, as in, if you're not able to improve yourself in 7 or 8 or 9 years, or whatever the duration is, then I think you should not be a teacher. Then you are doing something wrong to society. You're doing something wrong to students, and that's unbearable. I can't change a person, but I can do the good thing. I can, help you by making a video on punctuation. It will be helpful. And as I always do, I do not speak without proof. So I have this certificate in punctuation, and I'm a certified punctuation user. So you can trust what I'm going to teach. And at the end, I'll give you a resource also, from where you can learn and practice and the rest of the shebang. So don't worry. So to begin with, punctuation in IELTS doesn't require you to be a punctuation master for sure. You do not have to have your favorite word, a plethora of knowledge to be able to punctuate your writing tasks. But the thing is that there are three parameters that are actually tested, seriously, and those three I'm going to teach you today: full stop, comma, and apostrophe. You do not have to use semicolons. You do not have to use colon. Any day I get to know that I am wrong here, or any day I get to know that semicolons or colons are required, I will delete this video, don't worry. But for now, as in, with however research I have done, how much, with how much ever research I've done, I am actually of the, opinion that you do not require those punctuation marks, but you should have these, mastered. And a certain, I would say, degree of knowledge regarding the question mark also, but that, when it's a question, you put a question mark, nothing beyond that. And there's nothing beyond the basic properties of full stop also. So let's get to that. First of all, when you end a sentence, it's something about, as in, it's not rocket science. You know this, and I'm no genius who's telling you the criterion. The thing is that you forget to do this. As in, when you write an essay, just proofread it and see where you have missed out on the full stop part and put it there, because it's something that is very essential to a band 7, 8, or 9 in the grammatical range and accuracy part in either of the tasks. So be careful with your full stops. But the thing is that you should be careful about whether the full stop that you are putting is after a sentence or not. See, sentence is made of clauses, but you do not need to know what clauses are. So whenever you make a sentence, only then you should put a full stop. But what is a sentence? What I'm going to teach you is actually a clause, but for now you can take it for a sentence so that you do not get confused between the among the mumbo jumbo. So let's see. A sentence or a clause requires a subject and a verb. So sometimes, and maybe in his video also, you can go there and see if you have gotten whom I'm talking about. So you see, if you see, as in, sometimes what we do is that we forget to put the verb, and after the subject only we put a full stop. That is erroneous. That is uh, a punctuation crime, maybe. So don't do that. Like, let me give you right example first. A boy eats. So it has a subject, boy, and it has a verb, eats, then full stop. But sometimes you do something of this sort. Begin with the advantages. Okay, you have not begun. So be careful, as in, to begin with the advantages is not a clause. Let me verify that first. Yeah, it is not a sentence or a clause. So you should not clause, let it be. It is not a sentence. So you should not put a full stop after this. Make sure that there's a subject and a verb, and then you can go all full stops. A full stop is also called a period. A full stop is the British version and period is the American one. And then after that, I think full stop, okay, maybe how to use them, how to use it in a when it is in, when it is used with quotation marks. But let me verify the spelling here. Perfect. I do not guarantee that my essays can get a band 9, because I have not been able to score a 9 in the real test. My writing score is band 7.5, but I've scored 80 or 80 in Michigan English test, the writing part. And as in, as you know, I'm a certified essayist also. So as in, but still, on my blog, if you see any essay, you will get to see that I've written band 7 plus essay, because I've gotten a 7.5, so I can be cemented about that, but not a 9. I do not guarantee that at all. I will try to work on this aspect, as in, I might take, I'm actually paying my previous debts right now, so I might take IELTS at a certain stage in my life after having researched more, as I'm doing right now also. Then maybe miracles do happen. So whenever you use quotation marks, make sure you put the full stop before the ending, as in before the second quotation, double quotation, before the last one, so that it should be inside the thing, like this. This is wrong. Okay? So the correct version is, I have this habit of revising things grammatically, punctuation wise, and spellings and all. So you can skip these tiny parts, but I'm fussy. I'm sorry. Fine. I hope it was helpful. Let's move to the next topic, and that is a bit larger also, as in regard to the thing that we have done right now, and that is also equally important. So in place of following Dr. Beep, you should follow Dr. Comma. So let's see. Comma, first of all, it should be between two clauses. Now let me explain to you what the concept of clauses is. See, a sentence is known by its property that it has a full stop, and a sentence can have more than one clause. See, English has, okay, I'm gonna go all grammar right now, so I'm sorry for that. English has, first it has letters A, B, C, and the rest. Then it has phrases. Oh, then it has words, maybe boy. Then it has phrases. So ABC, letters. Boy, word. The boy of Amritsar, a phrase is a group of words. That is not a clause because it doesn't have a verb. So the boy of Amritsar. So now after a phrase comes a thing called a clause. The boy of Amritsar. I am a boy of Amritsar, so it should actually be as in if you want to be a grammar Nazi, a better version would be the boy from Amritsar, I would say. So here particularly, the boy from Amritsar teaches. Now it has become a clause. Now this clause can be converted into a sentence if you put a full stop here. It's a sentence also now. But sentence can have more than one clause. And how it has them, there's a section of, there's a category of conjunctions called, actually the shorter version is and boys, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. And boys, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So when you connect, there are other conjunctions also, but to explain the concept, I would use this concise, maybe section or something. So the boy from Amritsar teaches. Now this can be turned into a sentence by putting a full stop at the end, but you can have more than one clause. So maybe the boy from Amritsar teaches, and the girl from Jalandhar, maybe. Is there any girl from Jalandhar watching this video? Do leave a comment. So let's make it more pleasant to listen to. If you see, now this sentence, if I talk about a sentence, then this whole thing is a sentence, I would say, and so would grammar and English. So this whole thing is a sentence, but this sentence has two clauses. The boy from Amritsar teaches English. The girl from Jalandhar learns it. I connected these two clauses using a conjunction out of coordinating conjunctions, these ones, fanboys ones, and I connected them using as in the conjunction and. So remember the point here was whenever you connect two clauses using a conjunction, to be specific here, a coordinating conjunction, you should put a comma before the conjunction that you forget. So here the comma is very, very necessary. And if you forget that, forget a band 7 also. And a full stop here also. Let's not forget the first musketeer that is going to get you your score. Cool. So, okay, let's revise the thing. Guys, if after having taught English for about 5 years, I am keen on revising things, I'm not comparing, as in comparisons are lousy and I hate comparisons, but as in you can see this thing that revising is necessary. So you should actually revise what you have written. Okay, let's confirm the spelling. Perf. So helpful. Then if you've learned this, let's get to the next part. About the other application of comma. In lists, you do not use a comma, but of course there are exceptions. See, I like Phoebe and Joey. I like Phoebe and Joey, as in this is perfectly, uh, fine in American English and British English, both, as far as the punctuation is concerned, and the other aspects, I think. So I like Phoebe and Joey. So when there are more than two elements in a list, then the conventions change. See, though I like Monica better. This is British English. When you have more than two elements in a list, and you do not need to put a comma before any element out of fanboys. But American English is a bit different. It would require you to do this. So when you use more than two elements in a list and you are using the conventions of American English, you should put a comma before any element out of the fanboy set. And it's okay to use either of them because in India and in IELTS, both are accepted. So don't worry. So yeah, you can see the thing what I've told. Perfect.